You're watching Cheery TV.
Howdy everybody, and welcome back to Table for One. Today we are playing Deep Sea Adventure, and before we do, let's actually go to a bit more of a thematic area. Now, isn't this a little bit better? Yeah, this is a lot cooler. Alright, so this is basically a very fun game. It's basically fun. It's kind of like a press your luck game. That's actually entirely a press your luck game. You and it's 2 to 6 players. You are going to be taking turns going into the depths of the ocean, and there are no player tokens in this one, so give me a second to get that set up. Here we go. So we're going to be playing with a 4-player setup today. We have all the funny little cats and Saul Goodman, of course, here having an absolute blast. There are 3 rounds of this game, and the setup's already been done for us, but basically there's 4 different sections of this ocean. You shuffle these tiles and place them in order of numbers, so all the 1s first, and the 2s, the 3s, and then the 4s, and every single turn goes as follows. There's 4 different steps. Basically, first step is you are your player. It's your turn. You're going to decrease the oxygen meter, because again, the submarine is your oxygen meter, by however many treasure that you are holding. So let's say, for the first round, you don't have any treasure, so you're not going to be losing oxygen. But if I were to have treasure, let's say I had 2 treasure, the oxygen meter would go down by 2 if I was somewhere in the ocean and I had 2 treasure. Then what you would do is you're going to make a choice whether you want to press forward or if you want to make a return trip back to the submarine. And this is again our first turn, so we're not going to be returning to the submarine. We're going to be diving, but there's also, you can decide if you want to float back up at any point actually once per round while you're down there, and that's going to determine the direction you're moving, because the next thing you're going to do is you're going to roll these dice to determine how far you're moving. So we got a 6. I believe there's only 1s, 2s, and 3s on these dice, so it's not going to be super big movement. 6 is actually the most I could have gotten. So Saul's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces. Now that he's on a space, he has a few options. He could do nothing and just continue on. His turn ends there. He could grab this treasure, which means he takes this piece and then puts it in his own little private stash. Or if the space is empty like this one, he can drop a treasure, because keep in mind, the more treasure you have, the more oxygen it's going to be depleting off of the tank here. And once the oxygen goes down to 0, anyone who does not make it back loses all of their treasure. So it's you want to try to get there fast. You don't want, if you need to deposit some of your treasure in the ocean, just so that way you get up with your life and your other treasure. Pretty worth it. Pretty worth it. Because also another component of having treasure is not only does it mean that the oxygen meter is going to go down. So let's say everyone else is taking a turn and Saul's turn goes again. Now that he has a treasure, an oxygen goes off of the air marker. If he had no treasure, the oxygen would stay wherever it was. But then when he's moving, whether he's moving forward or backwards, whenever he rolls, it subtracts 1 because he has 1 treasure in his hand. So he would only move 5 spaces. And then let's say he had 3 treasure, he would then be moving 3 less spaces. So the more treasure you have, the heavier you are and the more oxygen that is being taken off the submarine. And keep in mind, the submarine's oxygen is for everybody. So there's a constant race going on around this space to gain treasure and get back up before all the oxygen goes out. But once this does hit 0, anybody in the submarine is safe. They lock in their points for the round. Everyone else who doesn't, all of their stacks of treasure, let's say Bingus over here didn't make it, but he had 3 treasure. His stack of treasure gets placed at the very end of the track here, because there's 3 rounds to this game. And once the first round is over, all of the empty spaces are depleted, and now the board is smaller. So now those gaps are basically just empty space. So they can go 1, 2, 3, and then they can keep getting further and further. So there's 3 rounds, and as the game goes on, it's going to be a lot easier to gain these higher valued tokens. And obviously, the further down you go, the more points you're going to get. And by the end of the 3rd round, all of your banked in ones, you flip them over and you see how many points you get. And yes, the first tier ones can have 0s, so it's not always worth it necessarily to grab a treasure right at the beginning of the game. You kind of want to press your luck, but not too much, because then someone might kill you. That is basically the main set of rules. You can only, and if there's anything else that pops up, I'll explain it while I'm playing. But literally, we're playing a 4-player setup. We're just going, pressing our luck, keep going down. The further down we go, the more treasure we get, the harder it is to actually get back up. And you want to, at some point, turn back up, because otherwise you're going to drown down there. And you cannot drop your stuff unless you land on an empty space, like with an X. So if you don't do that, you're dead, basically. So that is the game, and let's just get right to it. Let's play Deep Sea Adventure, shall we? Okay, everything has been re-randomized. We're going to put the air marker back to 25, and now we have a choice to make, and that's who gets to go first. I believe the winner of the last thing was me, and I'm not playing today. I'm just the GM, basically. So let's just say low-res cat. I feel like I've used low-res cat the least. He's going to go first. We're going to go in this order. So all the cats are going to go before Saul, but they get to the thing. They can now decide if they want to dive or go forward, but they can only dive, so they're going to press on at full speed, which is a 4. So they're going 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're saying, hey, why the heck not? I'm going to take this, and I don't actually have... Let's do this. There we go. So they're going to be white. Bingus will be pink. I deleted Maxwell. Re-randomize everything again, I suppose. 4. So yeah, this is going to be low-res cat. Bingus will be pink. Maxwell will be red. And Saul will be yellow. So there are our character sheets. So those are going to be where their tokens go. So now, next time it is low-res cat's turn, the oxygen is going to start depleting for everybody. But for now, it is Bingus's turn. Bingus is going to press on. He's going for 4. And now he's... Actually, I should have mentioned this also in the tutorial. Whenever you land on a space where someone else is, or you go past somebody, you skip their space. So you don't go 1, 2, 3, 4. You go 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm here, and I'm saying, hey, I may as well take this treasure. There's no reason not to take some treasure right now. If you are to take your treasure, why the hell not? Maxwell, though, he's going 5 spaces. So he's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's already over here. And he says, yeah, I'll take that too. So he grabs his little red thing. And now it's Saul's turn. Saul rolls a 4. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. And he says, you know what? I'm good. I'm going for the big kahunas, the big short stuff in the end there. Even though later on in the game it's going to be easier to get, he's going to go for some now just to get all those juicy points for himself. So now it is low-res cat's turn. They have 1 treasure, so the air is starting to deplete. And now they can choose whether to keep going or go back and deposit their treasure. And they're going to keep going. They're going to... I should have mentioned that as well. Whenever you make your return trip, can you only do 1 return trip? I don't actually know. I don't think so. That would be stupid. But whenever you get up there, you lock in your treasure for the round. So you don't actually die. I think the instructions are kind of unclear. I'm going to be honest. They're kind of hard to follow. But basically, whenever you get back up, you bank in whatever treasure you had. So you do want to return at some point, but you can then go back down and try to get more. But I think you lose everything if you still die. So you don't want to die. But I don't know why you want to bank stuff in. I don't know. The rules are confusing. It's not a natively English speaking game. Like, it's not like an English made game, so the translation's kind of iffy. So I'm just gonna assume that if you lock it in, and we're gonna go from there. He's going 2 spaces. He's going 1, and he's going 2. He's already at a space with a 2. He says, yeah, I'll take that 2. That sounds cool with me. Thanks for the 2. Friends, pals, chums. And you're gonna see on the return trip that being able to skip over your opponents is going to be very helpful. It's going to be very, very helpful. But now it is Bingus's turn. Bingus goes 4, and he's also pressing forward. He says, why the hell not? We're going 1. You're going 2, 3, 4. He's grabbing this 2 here. And Maxwell, though, he's pretty content. He's like, you know what? I'm going to make the float back up because I'm not trying to be crazy. Also, 2 air has been depleted since he gets to go 5 minus 1. That's 4. Actually, that's a good point. Everyone else actually was 1 shorter. Okay, well, you know what? For this next round, we'll just be crazy. Everyone just gets their movement, and then it'll be cut later. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So next turn he's going to be able to get back into submarine and lock in his little point there. Fantastic for Maxwell. Saul does not have any treasure, so the air marker does not move, and I'm going to give him +1 movement to make up for the fact that everyone else had the same movement that they shouldn't have had. So he's going 4. He's going 1, 2, 3, and 4. And he's like, you know what? Still too small. I want bigger. I want crazier. I want the freedom and the liberties, you know? all the good stuff. So now it is back to Low Res Cat's turn, who has 2 treasures. So now the later thing goes down by 2. We're already down to 20 oxygen in the thing. And they're saying, you know what, I'm gonna call it here. I feel okay. I got my stuff. I'm ready to go. However, now it's gonna be a much slower trip because now they only go 3 spaces. So they're going 1, 2, 3, and they can still grab this treasure. And you know what? They're on the way back up. They may as well just grab the treasure. There's nothing to stop. So next turn they're gonna be going even slower, but at least they got the treasure. That's pretty dang cool. Bingus is gonna keep going. The Bingus at least wants a 3 before he goes. So he's moving 3 spaces. He loses 2 oxygen on the thing, and he's going 1, 2, 3. He's not picking up. He's not dropping. He's just chilling. Right, Soup? Isn't that right, buddy? Oh, I should go. Okay, so now it is Maxwell's turn. We do lose 1 oxygen because he's not on the boat. He goes up here, and he locks in his 1 little point there. So he's got at least something by the end of this round, which is pretty good for Max. Saul, still no stuff. He's going to keep moving at max speed, which is still kind of slow. 1, 2, 3. Still somehow behind Bingus. You know, he's trying his best. He's moving, but he's not moving fast enough. Back to Low Res Cat, who now takes 3 energy. We're starting to run out of oxygen very, very fast here. And he actually doesn't move at all because he didn't have enough movement to move. So maybe he wants to consider dropping something, but he's not going to. He's pretty content. Bingus, however, realizes, hey, the oxygen's really starting to run low, isn't it? So he's out of here. He's like, all right, sayonara. I need to leave. This is an issue. He goes 4 minus 2. He goes 2, so he's going 1, 2. He's got a bit of a journey. I think, did he lose his 2? I think he lost his 2, right? Well, he lost 3. No, he didn't lose his 2 yet. Yeah, so we're running very low on oxygen suddenly. Mr. Maxwell doesn't drop the oxygen. He goes back down for a nice juicy 4. Doesn't get anything. That's okay. It's all good. Saul is like, I'm getting something. I'm getting one of those 3s. Goes 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and he says, give me that, please, and thank you. So now he's going to start depleting the oxygen. Maxwell out here, dropping another fat 3, is now going to try to move a bit further. Not Maxwell's here. No, still isn't moving at all, actually. Maybe he should drop. You know what? He's going to drop the one that he just got, just in the hopes that he can actually get home with his treasure. Bingus is thinking the same thing. He's got a distance to go. He got 4 minus 2, another 2. He could grab that, but he's just got to get out of here. Maxwell's still nothing. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go the ship. You guys have your own fun. And he's going 1, 2, 3. Not quite all the way there, but he's trying. But now Saul is depleting some of the energy. This is actually kind of bad. I don't know if anyone's gonna make it back. He's got to go. He's not going. He's only moving 2 spaces. I don't think anyone's gonna survive. I have to be honest, because now this is down 2, and he's got to move. He's got to. There he got 5. That's 3. 1, 2, 3. I don't think anyone's gonna survive because he loses 2, and he doesn't even move. Now it's Maxwell's turn. Maxwell's like, I'm out of here. See you later, buddies. And Saul takes up the last bit of oxygen with this one thing. He moves 4 spaces, finally realizing he should get a move on. But now it's this dude's turn, and he fucking dies. He kills everybody in the shit. So that's the end of the first round, and only one person cashed in 1 thing, and all of this treasure now goes down here. So yeah, really good stuff. I think it makes 3 piles down. I could be wrong. I really don't remember entirely. But hey, that's the end of the first round. Everybody come back up. You all did a horrible job, except for Maxwell. Good job, Maxwell. You scored possibly 0 points. We might still all be on an even playing field. But beginning of the second round, all the air comes back, and now, ka-chung, 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 ka-chung. Even though those things were not harvested, they have made the game significantly smaller. So if I can, I'm going to try to just quick little touch up of the board. There we go. So now things are a little bit smaller. Things are a little easier to get around. So maybe we'll actually be able to get some juicy points. Maxwell, nope, didn't go first. Low Res Cat will now be going first once again for the second turn today. He's diving. He's going for a bit of a dive. Let's get everyone back on dive mode. And he's going 2 whole spaces. He's saying, you know what? I've seen the greed of the early stage, and I'm not about it. I'm going for the glory here. And Bingus, though, he doesn't learn. He sees a 4. He goes 1, 2, a 3, a 4. He's like, you know what? Yeah, I'll take it. I need something. Because otherwise, Maxwell might just win by having nothing but one measly thing. Maxwell gets a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's already on 2. He's like, you know what? Yeah, why not? I'm a simple man. This won't be too bad. And Saul is like, hey, I got 4 spaces. He's going 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's like, 2 is good. But he's shooting for the stars. He's shooting for a 4 token today. I don't know if he's going to get it, but he's shooting for 1. He's not going to stop until he gets it. So now he's back to low-res cat, who has nothing, and he's going a full 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just barely out of the 3 zone. And he's like, 2 would be nice. He's actually going to grab that 2. There's no reason not to. He's going to get a quick 3, and he's probably just going to float his way back up. Bingus, though. Bingus is going on a mission. First of all, oxygen is starting to deplete. He goes 2 spaces. He's going 1, 2. He's like, shoot. This is already going slow, isn't it? But he's going to try to go for a 3 as well, and then he's going to call it quits. Maxwell, though, sees the issue that's coming up here. He's got his 1 thing. He's still going to keep going, but not super far. He's got it 6, though, so that's actually not that great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's taking his 3, and he's going out of here. He's getting the hell out of here next turn. So he's got his stuff, and he wants out. Saul, still with nothing, is like, all right, bitches, out of the way. Oh, hey, 6. Look at that. He's actually making some moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Almost to the 4s. He might actually get to the 4. I don't know if he'll survive, but he'll have it. Low-res cat, now on the move. He's going to keep pressing forward. He's got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he's right on the cusp of a freaking 4. He's going to wait for a 4, and then he's going to back up. He's all right. He thinks this will be just fine. He's sure that he'll make it out. Meanwhile, Bingus is like, oh, man, he's getting to a 4. Oh, but he got a 5 also, so he's going 1, 2, 3, 4. Wabunk 5. And he says, man, if I can just wait a little longer, I'll get something juicy. So he's also going to wait for that. Actually, no, he's not. No, he's going to grab. Also, some energy just to play. I don't know if I did that or not. I'm just going to pretend I didn't. Now it's Maxwell's turn. Maxwell has 2, but he's out. He's like, all right, I've gotten my stuff. You guys have your fun. He's only moving 1 space, though, which is kind of rough. But he'll get back eventually. Saul, with nothing, he goes 5 whole spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he says, give me this sweet succulent 4. I'm having a time of my life. I'm coming back up. See you guys later. And now it is Mr. Man's turn, who depletes 1 oxygen. And he's going to keep going a little bit further. He's got a 4. He's going 1, 2, 3, 4. He's kind of looking rough. He's got his 4 piece, and he's actually going to also, I don't know if he can drop and grab at the same time, but he's going to drop his 2 down here for the 4, because I think he understands the situation that's happening right now. Bingus with his 2 says, I don't care. Oh, he's also going to come back up. He says, I don't care. I want stuff. So he's going 2. Still just shy. He's like, I'm sure if next time will be good. No, he's probably going to come back up too. He realizes he missed his boat. He missed the boat. It's unfortunate, but it happens. Now Maxwell is like, all right, okay, there we go. He got 2 more spaces. He's making his way up slowly but surely. I think he still might make it, all things considered. Saul with his 1 says, I gotta go. Ay caramba. But he only moves 1 space also. He could grab the other one. You know what? He needs points. He's gonna grab this one, even though it might just doom everybody. I guess in his mind, it's either he wins big or no one wins at all. So fair enough. That's very, very Saul of you. Low-res cat has got to get out of here. He moves 2 spaces. 1, 2. He's not going to grab the other one just because he knows that if he's basically screwing himself in the long run. Bingus losing 2. We're now down to 10 energy. So things are not looking too good. He only moves 1 space back up. And he can't even drop off, so that's a shame. I guess, actually, you probably couldn't pick up and drop at the same turn, just because then he could just pick up a... You know what? Fuck it. Who cares? I already did it for 1 guy. I might as well do it for the rest. He's going to pick up this 3 and drop off this 1, just to be like, yeah, I mean, while I'm there, I might as well just get something better, if I happen to survive with it. Now it is Maxwell. Drop another 2. He's hoping, yes, for another big number. 1, 2, 3. He got a 3. That's pretty good. I don't know if it's going to actually get him home, but it's It's at least something. Meanwhile, we're down to 6 on the thing, so it's not gonna bring him home actually, unless he gets like a really. He needs to hope that he gets out of here somehow. Low res cat though. Oh, this is Saul. Sorry, he goes 3 spaces. He's going 1, 2, 3, and he's on the move. He's making his magic happen. But I don't think it's gonna be enough for anybody, quite frankly. I think they kind of bit off more than they can chew. Oh, geez, especially low risk cat. He might just drown again. 2 lost for Mr. Man here, who doesn't even move again. And now Maxwell. Oh, yeah, not good. Oh, and he only moves 1 space. He'll drop off one of his smaller treasures just to feel better about himself. But then Saul eats the thing, and now everyone's dead again. Everybody die. No one made it back. And that's the end of the 2nd round. Goodness gravy, I am not good at this, apparently. If you couldn't tell, this is my first time playing the game, which is why I'm not the best at the rules yet. And yeah, this is kind of going bad. But more holes have been made, so, you know, things are getting faster. Just like the continuous death of these people just seems to be happening faster and faster. There we go. We've got the board nice and set up for the final turn. Low res cats. Currently, again, there's only 1 success, and it's the one thing that might just be 0 points from Maxwell. But even if it's 1, he's standing in contention to win. So maybe someone's just going to try to get a quick, cheap buck. He's moving 2 spaces. I think he's just going to grab that and then head back. I think that's just his plan. Bingus, though, he's got bigger plans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Already past the 2s. He's going for a 4. He's going for 1 4, and then he's out. That's his plan. Maxwell, though, he's a simple fella. He's gone 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got a 2. He's like, yeah, I'll take that. And you know what? I'm out of here. Let's get everyone back in dive mode. Only for them to say, hey, yeah, they're going home. They're coming home. These boys are coming home early. Saul, though. Saul's going for all the 4s he could possibly get his hands on. So he's going 1, 2, 3. He isn't playing for those cheap 1s. He ain't part of it. Low res cat's turn. He's making his way back up, and he makes it up very successfully and locks in his one singular thing. Finally, some contention on the board. Good to see it. You love to see it. Bingus, still nothing. He's like, all right, I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4. He snags that 3. He's a menace. He's an absolute vicious menace. Now Maxwell's got something to say about that, and that's I'm coming home. He moves 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Next turn, he's going home, baby. Saul, though, he's like, I'm going further and further in. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's chasing Bingus. He's like, I'm getting the 4s. You ain't getting the 4s. I'm getting the 4s. So, but the 4s might not even be worth it, because no one's really getting home with anything too extreme so far. But now Low Res Cat says, I'm going back down, baby. He's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's just gonna take this 2, and he's like, all right, see you guys, I'm going back. I've learned the strategy, so see ya. Meanwhile, Bingus over here, it says 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's about to hit some 4 territory, so he's very excited for himself. But then getting back is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass, but we'll see how it goes for him. Maxwell doesn't even really have to roll it. He gets himself home. He snags his 2-point thingy, and he says it's time to dive, baby. Whereas Saul says it sure is time to dive, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. He's still just behind. He's really trying to get past this damn cat, but he's too much. It's too much for him. Now Low Res Cat on the way back up gets a 1. It gets kind of sad. Contemplates life a little bit. I probably should have had Maxwell grab that one while he was there, but I didn't, so, you know, it's fine. Also, they lose energy. Now, Bingus loses his energy, but he's going down 6. -1s of 5. That might be a little too far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's grabbing it, and he says, I gotta go. He's just gonna hope that now he can get out. Maxwell, with nothing, is diving. He's going for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unfortunately, landed on nothing. But he's actually going to start the float back up, just to hope to grab some of those little snagglers, those extra 1 chips. Or maybe he'll go a little bit further. Maxwell can be a little bit of a daredevil today. Saul, though, he's going 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. He doesn't even land on a 4. That's unfortunate. But it's more likely that he'll get a 4 if he just goes back. So he's going back. He'll take this one, but he's also just going back and hoping that it'll weigh him down into a 4. So now everyone's got something, so things are getting a little risky. But low-res cat's on his way back home. He goes 2 spaces, and he says, yes, give me the thing. Also gets a little bit of energy there. While Bingus gets rid of 2, we're now starting to sink into the energy here. He's going 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. And he's like, you know what? I'm good. I'll pass. I want to live. Maxwell still with no energy on the way back home. Because remember, I'm floating. He goes 2, 1, 2. All worked out. He actually got a little thingy. So he's pretty happy with himself. He's pretty content. Saul losing 1 bit of energy on the way back up. He's hoping he gets a low roll. He got a 3. He was hoping for a 2 so he can go 1, but instead he moves over here. He's like, all right, screw it. Give me that. He's just trying to get his ass home. Now we have Max low-res cat -2. And he's like, all right, I gotta get home. He gets a 5, so he makes it home. You know what? Hey, good on him. He locks in those, and now he's looking pretty freaking flying fresh. He's looking cool. Now it's Bingus's turn. Another 2 energy drop. We're down to 9. He moves 3 more spaces. He goes 1, 2, 3. He's like, I'm good. I'm good, Chief. I don't need any more. I'm okay. I'm awesome. Whatever. And now it's Maxwell's turn. Maxwell moves 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. He actually manages to snag that last one that he forgot to snag on the way back up before. So he's looking good. Maxwell's looking good. Low-res cat's looking good. These two could be looking good if they get home, which I don't know if they're going to, because now we're starting to really run low on some oxygen. But 3 for Saul, which means only a 1. So I don't think Saul's getting back. And I don't know if Bingus is getting back either. But for now, it's low-res cat's turn. He's like, all right, I guess I'll dive. I ain't got many other options. And he's just gonna, he's just there to just swim around. He's coming back up. He's like, all right, I'm doing a little victory lap. I'll be fine. Bingus though, might not be so fine soon. He does get a 2, solid 2 movement. But that's a little too low. I don't think he's gonna make it, especially with Maxwell taking up another 2. Actually, yeah, Maxwell, if he doesn't move, he does move luckily. Otherwise, he would have died. And he locks in those. But now it is Saul's turn, which ends the oxygen track. And even if he does move, which I doubt he doesn't even move. He keels over. As does Bingus, as does Low-Res Cat. But Low-Res Cat already locked in all his stuff. Low-Res Cat had a haul. He had a cheap haul, but it did work out. Whereas just nightmare fuel happened over here. The bodies of Saul and Bingus show no mercy. So that's the end of the game. That was 3 rounds. So now all of these zones would have disappeared, and it would have... See, if they just did that in the first round, it would have been so easy. Look at this. It's basically just a free shot straight into the 4s and stuff, but they didn't do that. They went for glory immediately, and they died for it. So now Saul and Bingus are completely out of contention for winning, so get them out of here. Saul, you disappoint me. Turn around. I don't want to see your face when I shoot you in the back of the head. And Bingus, you're cute. You can just stay away. But Low-Res Cat and Maxwell have each some pieces. Let's just get rid of these. Maxwell has 4, 3 of which are 1s, and 1 of which is a 2. And Low-Res Cat has 3. 1 is a 2, 2 are 1s. It is possible that some of these are 0s. Low-Res Cat could still win. It's all just a matter of points. So Maxwell, his first thing was a 0. It was a 0. Let's just get all of his out of the way here. We got, a 3 and a 2. Okay, so he's got 5 points in the 1s, which is pretty good. Whereas we have a 2 here and a 0 there for Low-Res Cat. So he's currently 3 points behind. So unless he's got a really high 2, it's going to be tough to beat. We're going to flip them both at the same time and see who is the winner of Deep Sea Adventure. Oh, 5 apiece. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate for Low-Res Cat, because that basically just evens them out. So effectively, the 5 cancels out the 5, the 2 cancels out the 2, and the 0 cancels out the 0. Maxwell wins by 3 points, one of possibly the one that he just barely swiped before making the final return back to the ship, and it snagged him the victory. It gave him all the points that he needed, and Maxwell managed to knock over several somethings apparently. Maxwell wins. Hey, good for Maxwell. You know what? We love Maxwell. He's a hero, and he deserves some victory. So good for him. And ladies and gentlemen, that was Deep Sea Adventure. Probably. I'm sure I messed up a few of the rules in the way, but hey, that's just the fun of the game, baby. So yeah, that was Table for One, and I'll see you all next time with more fun cat adventure, probably. Bye, everybody.